The Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna has received very bad news, especially now that is preparing to host or rather to have a rally in Kisii and Nyamira counties. Now, the man that has been called a mole inside Mwananchi by many people by the name Amisi, who is the member of Parliament Saboti constituency, has emerged again calling out Sifuna, warning him and lecturing him as a kid. And in his statements, what Amisi said, it indicates that he is gone. He will never go back to Linda Mwananchi, because he said three main things that has got people thinking. But before that, kindly consider subscribing if you are new here. Now, I want to upload a video of Amisi speaking and lecturing Linda Mwananchi and Edwin Sifuna, so that after that we'll dive into the analysis of today.
Na tunaambia Sifuna, mnajua Sifuna? Mnamtambua? Mimi ndio niliunda ile chama inaitwa Kenya moja, ikakuja ikakuwa Linda Mwananchi. Na nikamwambia hawa vijana hata kama wapendi William Ruto, hawapendi Munyoro. Sasa uwezi toka kwa William Ruto ati unaenda kwa Munyoro. Hapa tutakuambia bwana, kichwa yako sio timamu. Sawa? Kama unatoa William, weka mtu ambaye anakaa mzuri. Hata watu wa William watakubali, si ndio? Lakini utoe William uweke wa Munyoro, utabaki peke yako. Hapa utabaki peke. Sifuna, usiende huku, angalia barabara. Hata wewe unaweza kuwa rais wa taifa na watu wataunga mkono wewe, lakini kwenda kwa wa Munyoro hapana. Sawa? Mnasema tawe, si ndio? Tunasema tawe. Kama umeshinda, hata Caleb anaweza kuwa rais wa Kenya, si ndio hiyo? Lakini tusirudi kwa wale watu ambao wametuletea ukabila ya kupigana, na hakuna mtu wako tayari. Saboti nimekaa na kabila zote, najua kuishi na kabila.
Now, that is Amisi speaking today, and he was warning Edwin Sifuna against going into Wamnyoro, or rather uniting with the DCP and Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka. It is on record that Edwin Sifuna has said repeatedly that the only way under the blue sky, the only way under God, of removing William Ruto from his seat is through a united front, and that they don't care who becomes the president, they don't care who wants to get out. All they care is about William Ruto not becoming or rather not defending his seat as the president of Kenya. He has said that, but you hear Amisi is talking about warning warning Edwin Sifuna against joining Rigathi Gachagua and other alternative government principles. Already the train has moved from the state, it has departed. But now you see Amisi, who he said to be Ruto's mole, because even Sabula, or rather Ayub Savula, the deputy governor Kakamega, said openly that there are talks that are going on between Amisi and William Ruto, so that he can join the two-term narrative. So here, Amisi, from the statement itself and the tone he used, this man is no longer in Linda Mwananchi, and he has opted out of that movement. And remember, he started saying that he is the one who started Linda Mwananchi. He started Kenya moja, which transformed to Linda Mwananchi. And he's saying that, meaning that he's telling Edwin Sifuna that Amisi has authority on key decision making, and he has denied and prevented them from going to Wamnyoro, joining Kalonzo Musyoka and the likes. So this statement alone, it indicates the kind of division, sharp division between Amisi and the Linda Mwananchi, and also told Edwin Sifuna that if he needs to be the president, he can be one. He doesn't need to join Rigathi Gachagua, and said that the people of Kenya, those who believe in Linda Mwananchi, they believed in Edwin Sifuna, not anyone else. And even further, talked and brought out the kind of jealousy Caleb Amisi has been having, holding closer to him for the longest time. He said that he can be the president himself. If Edwin Sifuna does not want to be the president, he can, even himself, he can vie to be the president. I don't know who knows Caleb Amisi. Some people are biting more than they can digest. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, anyway, that is according to Caleb Amisi. So it is something that has been bringing divisions in Linda Mwananchi, and it is only one individual, who is Caleb Amisi, who has been troublesome and also bringing trouble to the whole team. However, remember, team Linda Mwananchi is scheduled to have a rally in Kisii on 3rd, and that is on Friday, and everything is in line. And Babu Owino, we understand who Babu Owino is. He's someone who doesn't take nonsense. He's someone who says it the way it is. He's the only man in Kenya who entered the parliament in the first term, and alikuwa sumbua sana. Hata sasa hivi ametulia kidogo. I remember there is a time he locked himself in parliament for fear that Uhuru Kenyatta and his regime would send people to or other goons and police officers to arrest him. So he has been on the front papers. He has been talked about greatly in Kenya as a leader who is so controversial, but someone who is so principled. Now, Babu Owino told Caleb Amisi to stop the nonsense. In fact, he talked with a very strong language and also a very strong tone. He told Caleb Amisi to stop nonsense. There's a way he put the words, but all he meant is that Caleb Amisi should stop the nonsense. That if he has a problem with Linda Mwananchi, he's a leader, someone mature, he can hold a meeting with other leaders so that they can iron out issues, whatever the issues are. Watch this video.
About my brother Caleb, he knows how to solve issues. He's a leader. When he has issues, he should call leaders and we sit down. We don't want to see things on internet and every other place. He's addressing the wrong people. So as people of Linda Mwananchi, sisi, we don't accept any nonsensical statements against Linda Mwananchi. Linda Mwananchi must stand strong. If we must unite, we will have to unite with those who matter for us to fight for the interest of Kenyans.
We only can speak about Linda Mwananchi. And Linda Mwananchi, it does not matter who becomes the president of this country, as long as it's not Kasongo. Get us right. Even if it's Gachagua, even if it's Edwin Sifuna, even if it's Babu Owino, even if it's Majimbo Kalasinga or James Orengo, as long as it's not Gachagua. That is what we have cleared. As long as it's not Kasongo. Sorry, that is the person we are all fighting. We have a common enemy in town. We have nothing about each other. And remember, when the dogs are chasing an enemy, if they start fighting against themselves, the enemy will move. So we are organized, and by the way, we want to assure Kenyans, at the end of the day, we shall achieve this thing, all of them together. What I wanted only to put across.
Yes, now that is Babu Owino warning. That is Babu Owino warning Caleb Amisi, and also Majimbo Kalasinga is there equally warning Caleb Amisi against the kind of hatred and also the kind of division is sowing in Linda Mwananchi. Actually, Majimbo Kalasinga is saying it clearly that for the Linda Mwananchi, they are so ready to join anyone. They are very ready to join whether Gachagua, whoever they want to join with, so that they make sure William Ruto does not defend his seat again. He said that they are okay with anyone becoming the president, not even Sifuna, whoever who can be the president, but not William Ruto. And he further said that the common enemy here, it is William Samoei Ruto, and is the one they are dealing with. Despite other factors, if they you know, it has been said before, and many people have been saying it, even analysts. And I told you, Caleb Amisi is on a mission and maybe sent by President William Ruto to try and bring division within Linda Mwananchi so that they can divide, so that the opposition cannot unite at the end of the day. And therefore, William Ruto wins. No, the main mistake they can make, if Edwin Sifuna runs for president, Gachagua runs, Kalonzo runs, no, Gachagua was bad, Kalonzo runs, Matiang'i, you'll find out that the votes will be split and William Ruto will become the president of Kenya so easily. I don't know what you think. Hit the comment section, rate your comment down there. We will talk about it. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content.